Hello, friends. I hope you're doing amazing. And this video is going to be for six-figure coaches, consultants, creators, or agency owners. It's all about how to sign up big ticket clients every single day without money on ads or without crazy outbound methods with setters, Facebook groups, and all of that jazz. So feel free to steal these 7 templates and go wild with them. Now, once you go through the video, if you want me to set up the entire C3 stealth conversions process for you, just shoot me a DM on Twitter or on IG and we can take it from there. But the whole basis of this is using capture posts, what we call C1. And they are used to directly and indirectly get prospects and clients to raise their hand to work with us. So essentially, we want to capture attention on social, on other people's Facebook groups, on our social media, our email lists, anywhere where we can tap into an audience. We can use those capture posts to drum up attention. The benefits: post them daily, 100% free. You get access to thousands of people. You're able to cherry pick and nurture relationships, but it also pre-qualify people. So with the right message, you're able to attract only right fit prospects instead of just blasting messages to the entire universe and having calls with people who are not the perfect fit. Now, this is a process that we've developed for 7, 8 figure clients, and we've added more than upwards of I've lost count, but upwards of 8 figures for clients in added revenue with posts, with templates, with emails just like this. So do not take them lightly. Please use them, as they have produced millions in high ticket sales for us. So think about conversations, not conversions. These emails, these posts, they're not there to make the sale and get someone to get out their credit cards, pull it out and hand it over to you. These are to engage in conversations. And then, as we'll go through different videos together, you'll be able to actually see how we can turn those conversations into sales. But now we want to capture attention. Let's dive into the templates, but make sure to deploy one of these every single day and you'll never run out of prospects to talk to. First one is the value giver. And this one, like if we step out, break the fourth wall for a second, this is like a value giver video and doc to begin with, right? But we want to give out value in the marketplace and we want to create essentially lead magnets, the good old lead magnets that attract the right clients, right? So let's look at the copy. And this was a Twitter post that I did, but you can deploy this all across email list, Facebook group. So double your sales without taking more calls. I'm always doing the first line to be symptomatic. So it has to be a symptom or a big benefit that removes risk or a hidden objection. So here, someone, of course, wants to double their sales, but the benefit is that they're not going to work harder for it. Um, and I'm unpacking the mechanism, I'm injecting proof, and also I'm naming the templates because it's copyrighted, it's my resource. And then I have a call to action that gets them to comment, so it boosts the algorithm, gets it in front of more people, and also I'm getting a new follower when someone reaches out. But the big piece here is the follow-up. So you can use different software like Hype Fury or Tweet Hunter or on LinkedIn, different software to deliver the resource, or you can even send it manually. The key piece is you want to send out the resource regardless if it's a PDF or a YouTube video, and then you can start qualifying. So I can ask an easy question to engage the conversation because I have a lead in my inbox, but I can also ask them, hey, here's a resource. Are you scaling a sales team or just starting out? Is something that I could ask here. I have to make it relevant to the resource, of course, that I'm sending out. Otherwise, it's going to come out of left field. So if I'm talking about call reviews and I ask them, hey, are you investing in a crypto portfolio right now or are you starting out? It's not relevant, obviously, right? So I have to be, the more relevant I make that question, the more probable is to for them to slide into that slippery slope so we can move forward. Now, template number two. This is something for Taki Moore named it this way. It's been around for a while, but the 5130 is essentially 5 spots with one direct outcome and a specific time frame. So as a headline, you can use the scarcity here, 5 founders. I'm looking for 5 founders who want to get paying clients. This is the outcome in the next 10 weeks. So this is a specific time frame, and we're putting a twist on it by killing different objections with no paid ads, no funnels, no tech. If that's you, this is the call to action. I'll send you all the details. Pretty straightforward. Let's look at the invitation as well. I want to put a twist also to give you another option here. And this is what I call the invitation. So again, we're going to have a spots, we're going to have the promise and specific desirable criteria. So let's walk through it because this is a little bit more advanced. So again, 5 people benefit, get clients for them. We're injecting a mechanism. And I want you to notice here that I'm introducing an identity. So people, it's a big benefit, of course, to resonate with like a claim. Let's say you're going to get more clients. Oh, yeah, I resonated with it. I want more clients. But also, if we can introduce identity, oh, what's a profit creator? I want to be a profit creator, right? It makes them feel that they're part of a group, of a community, of a tribe. So when they're able to label themselves as profit creators, it triggers the lizard brain. It triggers the lizard brain in a much more powerful way. So then we're going to move on to the ideal criteria. And here's where we start talking about the ideal client and what do they need to have in order for us to, let's say, deliver results or just not be a pain in the behind client. So willing to available to take clients. You've done sales before but want to increase your skills. So here I'm just eliminating the newbies. Friendly, coachable. I want to get the results for clients with sales. I want to learn sales. So this is an implied benefit. And also I'm eliminating the time objection here. You have at least 1 hour a day. And the call to action. Now, let's move into the another template. And this is a powerful one because it's a case study. But I want you to double click on this one because we're going to frame it in a storytelling manner. So it's not just, hey, I got this result for client, reach out if you want more, which can trigger resistance. Of course, it works perfect. But if I want to make it a little bit more conversational, a little bit more under the radar, is I want to tell a story, right? And I'm going to position Nick, my client, as the hero of that story. Nick fought to get to 10K MRR. And there, I'm going to start seeding the identity of Nick, like what an ideal client actually looks like for me. So when another type of that audience actually watches this, they raise their hand. So we're telling the story. Nick is one of the rare action takers. So I'm going to make Nick the hero of the story. I'm not going to make myself the hero. I'm going to make Nick the hero. He's the founder of GivePanel, a SaaS. They're not located in Silicon Valley, not even a high-tech city, but in the middle of UK countryside. So he came us with a vision, discipline, relentless execution. So when I handed him, so I'm implanting here, I want you to see that I've planted all the criteria that I want to see in a perfect client. So he came to us with a vision, discipline, and relentless execution. So when I handed him my growth map and all my frameworks, it wasn't long until he reached 10K MRR and joined SaaS Academy or whatever. And we're only just getting started. So imagine that you have your client is the knight, the big problem or their goal is the dragon, and you are the sword that your client uses to slay the dragon. And then, of course, we have another call to action here, and we can engage in conversation. Now, let's move on to the next one. And this is story, insight, offer. So this is a storytelling framework that has the goal of delivering an insight, perhaps an aha moment in their brain that It's essentially positioned as a value-based email, but we're not going to download an entire encyclopedia on information, but we're just going to deliver a powerful insight and we're going to make them an offer. So this is one of my clients, Dan Martel, and essentially I'm going to use kite surfing, curiosity, and benefit, unlock SaaS growth. Now, a few years ago, I started kite surfing. It's simple in theory. There's a board on your feet, kite in your hand. It's easy as pie, right? So it's very conversational, as you can see. Short sentences to the point, very punctual. All you have to do is get on the board, grab the kite, let it rip. Until wham, 20 miles per hour winds start uppercutting your jaw and you find yourself neck deep in the ocean, eyeballing fish and regretting your life's decisions. So very visual language, we pull them right into the story. Well, I started out, my first instinct was to pull the bar closer, muscling my way into controlling the kite, but according to my instructor's yells, this gave the kite more power and gave up my control. So hanging on with white knuckles doesn't work, neither does letting go of the bar entirely. The key to a smooth ride is always adapting, and this is the insight I want to deliver. And I want you to see now the transition that I'll make from the story into the insight. So if the wind changes, you adapt, shift your grip, adjust your stance, and flow, which isn't unlike what happens in the SaaS world. This is the transition. Many founders I know white knuckle their way into running their SaaS, but remain stiff when what they're doing stops working. And here we pivot again into from the insight into the offer. I've had the fortune to see what works and what doesn't. So this is a proof statement. And if you're open to it, I'm opening up a few spots to help you do X and Y and Z benefits and coaching you to the next level. If you'd like to join us, reply back. So, story, insight, offer. Let's move into the belief buster. The belief buster is we're going to use another story, but we want to bust a specific belief. So this was primarily, we use the story to deliver an insight. The belief buster is we're going to start with a painful problem and we're going to look into exactly what. We're going to bust a belief, an old belief that they have, and we're going to introduce a new belief that positions our offer in the perfect way for them to buy from us. So I'm going to, the old belief in this email, in this post, is the multi-channel approach, right? And the symptom that someone has is stressing over different marketing channels. So cold emails, SEO, paid ads, LinkedIn automation, all of these things. With so many marketing channels to get new customers, which ones should founders go with? So I used to be this investigator type myself, but at the end of the day, I stood right when I started, paralyzed. And I noticed this recently when I went back to the gym. And this is where we'll start talking about the workout. Do I do high reps and low volume? Do I do low reps and high volume, high intensity? How many weeks should I train? I was frying my brain overthinking about it. And then it hit me. I realized I have to get to the gym first, then figure out what I'll do once I start exercising. When I got stuck, I called Alex Hormozy, a beast of a man, a brilliant entrepreneur, to ask for workout tips. My point, I had to start, and this is the insight, I had to start at an imperfect point to get to where I wanted to be. Then sought expert advice, go on the path, and we transition again into the offer. That's the philosophy we follow at SaaS Coach. Launch first, improve on the go. We're introducing some personality as well, which makes us more likable, more attractive characters. A personal motto of life of mine is JFDI. Proof, that's how we felt more than 500 founders build lean, mean growth machines. So we're proving to them that we're up for the task. And we extend the invitation once again. So essentially, the busted belief here is that you start, instead of stressing over and overcomplicating it over the multi-channel approach over 1,000 different channels, start first at an imperfect point, get expert advice, and optimize from there. So they have the aha moment, they raise their hand, they want to work with us to get that expert insight on there as well. Then we have the reactivator. And this is a great one, especially when you start deploying all of these different templates. You're going to have people reaching out. And not everyone is going to buy from you day one, right? You're going to have 20 people, 30 people, 50 people raise their hand. Maybe 5 of them will buy. A lot of them, the timing won't be right then and there, right? So this is where the reactivator comes in. And the reactivator, the inspiration, we draw inspiration from the 9-word email. Dean Jackson, legendary marketer, look him up. But the original, I'm going to give you different variations here, but the original 9-word email or 9-word post, or you can use this anywhere and everywhere. Are you still looking to grow your blog traffic? Or are you still considering scaling your offer? So this is a very short, expecting a reply sentence that we can send out to old leads, old text lists, old email lists to reactivate them, get them to raise their hand. Now, this is not something that we can only use in the, let's say, in the emails, on DMs. This is something we can use on a wall, but we're going to do it instead of, because if I send something like, if I post something, are you still looking to grow your blog traffic? Some people may raise their hand, but it feels like a more personalized message. So how I open it up and how I can use it to more of a public, on my wall, on my social, or in communities, I can say something like, and this is a qualifier, a qualifying reactivator. I can say something like, do you have an audience of 3,000 followers? I might have something for you. Drop 3,000 and I'll reach out. So this is where I want people who have an audience. So I'm qualifying for an audience size here. Or are you an agency owner with 5 clients, working with 5 clients? I might have something for you. So qualify and curiosity. So this is very direct, very short to the point, but it also induces curiosity, right? And especially when you start posting all of these things above, you're starting to nurture the audience, you're starting to build relationships. So if you go ahead and post something like a qualifier, just like this one, you're gonna get people raising their hand. And the last piece is the automated personal touch. And I have a couple of options here, but this is something that we can start automating. And this can go in an autoresponder, or whenever someone follows you, you can set it up with different tools. But it's essentially something that you don't have to do. It's something that you install once and it works for you. So for example, if you go and you follow me on Twitter, for example, this message will go out and you can test it out. Feel free to hit follow and see what happens. But you get a message that says, hey, thanks for the follow. Feel free to reach out if you have any sales questions or just to say hi. I always try to engage with my people of my community. So essentially, I'm trying to engage. Of course, it's a nice message to send out to. You show people that you appreciate them. You're adding value. Specifically, I'm sending them to my YouTube channel. I'm sending them a free resource so I can have them enter my email list, get even more value. And then I'm looking to engage in a conversation. So I'm essentially getting a lead, someone that could be interested, sending them to my YouTube so I can nurture them with more valuable content. I'm having them enter, if they want this valuable resource, my email list, but also I'm engaging in a conversation. Now, a much simpler way of doing it, and I'm going to give you a short version as well so you can take and use if you don't have a YouTube channel or resources necessarily. You can simply say, hey, welcome aboard. Or they just followed you on Instagram, they added you on Facebook. Chris, welcome aboard. What kind of clients do you help? Very easy, very simple to answer, and it engages in a conversation with them. And then you can take it from there. Last piece as a bonus, because I always like to over deliver, this is template number 8, is just a thank you. And you would be surprised how much people appreciate when you just say thank you to them. And there is no limit. Like you can keep telling someone, like, test it out. You can keep saying thank you, thank you, thank you. They will never stop appreciating it. So this is once in a while. You can do this once a month, once a quarter. This is something to deploy. Thank you. This was a Christmas based message, but essentially I'm telling them, hey, hope you're having a good Christmas holiday season. Just wanted to stop by, say thank you. Thank you for being an incredible part of my world. Even though I may not get to talk to you, I think about you. If you ever thought about working together, hit reply, I'm standing by. So this is a very sincere message. And by the way, thank you for watching the channel, for following along. What I would appreciate is a gentleman's agreement. Like if you've watched more than a couple of videos now and you're getting value, feel free, hit subscribe. Obviously, you like what you see, so you'll enjoy more and more stuff coming your way. Other than that, again, if you want help to deploy something like this is what we do for clients, and we do done for you sales, lead generation, and all of that good stuff. Feel free to DM me on Twitter, IG. Um, Drop a comment if you enjoy the content here, and I'll see you in the next one.